Here with Wiz Khalifa. So let's get straight into it. You wrote an apology for the Rolling Papers, and now with this new cover, you know, people are kind of questioning your motives. Is it stepping away more from, you know, music you did in the past? Like, what can we expect?
Well, I never wrote an apology. I just trying to like explain my mind frame, because things get like complex. They get hectic for people. They don't always understand everything that goes into everything. You know what I mean? With the cover and everything like that, it's just moving into the future, man. We can't stay where we've ever been at. Got to move forward.
You basically promoted your cover for free. Like, that was, to me, one of the best promotions for you. Like, were you expecting it to just be so viral and be so talked about?
Nope, not at all. I think that's the beauty of it, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, so many people like try to plan those type of situations and be like, well, this is what it is, or that's what it is. Or, I don't know what it's gonna be. I do what I feel, and then people react to it. And then, you know, when it got this reaction, it was crazy to me because I thought people was gonna love it. I thought they were gonna be like, yo, this is the craziest cover, this is the best shit I ever seen in my life. But they were like, no! But then when I like sat down and thought about it, I was like, well, whether they're talking about how bad it is or how good it is, they're talking about it, and that becomes the thing for the day, the week, the month, however long it lasts. So it's a good thing, and I believe in it, so that's what's most important.
So now, you know, even given with the cover, you're getting all these comparisons to like a Jimi Hendrix.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how do you deal with that? Is that something that you were trying to do, or is it just coming with the new style?
Well, it's definitely like an influence, but it's not just, I mean, Jimi Hendrix is a great person. I love Jimi. But like that whole era of people, they all look like that. You know what I'm saying? So when you look back at that time in, you know, the Vietnam days or, you know, post or pre, that's what people look like at that time. So me having an afro, me wearing a bandana around my head, and people thinking that I look like Jimi Hendrix, you know what I'm saying, doesn't mean I'm trying to be Jimi. Yeah, I love Jimi, but that's not really who I'm exactly just trying to be. I embody that mind frame, that spirit, what was going on at that time, you know, how people really felt about how important it was to stand up for what you believe in and to fight for what was yours, whether it be your culture or your family or your fucking country, you know what I mean? So that's kind of like what I'm bringing. And then I happen to look a little bit like Jimi, who's awesome. Shout out to Jimi.
So another thing that's like caught fire online is the Work Hard, Play Hard remix. There's talk that Wayne is on there, there's talk that's Drake, and I'm hearing it's somebody else, you know, maybe Snowman from Atlanta.
Yeah. Who told you that?
You know, I seen the tweets. I seen the tweets.
Ooh, this album is gonna be ridiculous. I think like the whole process of how everything builds, Work Hard, Play Hard just went platinum, the regular song. So when we drop the remix, that's gonna push it over. And we got more songs and everything's just gonna be crazy, man. I love the natural progression of who's involved, what's happening, and who's excited about it. So I couldn't be, you know, in a better place.
Well, how did you decide who you wanted to put on this remix?
I've thought about what I've never done before. I was like, what haven't I done to this point? And it was like, really call the people who that I know and that I can reach out to and ask them to do verses for me. Like, I've seen Drake and I've talked to him and I've been in his dressing room, he's been in my dressing room for years now, but I never really like asked him to get on one of my songs yet. So I was like, I'll try that. You know what I mean? Usually people rush straight into that, but I waited like 3 years to do that.
So let's switch over to the project that you have with Curren. So it was supposed to come out a few days ago. It didn't. You know, is it, you know, stemming with what's going on with Rostrum artist Mac Miller, how he's getting sued for using a sample? Is that something that's kind of holding you guys back? You want to use original music?
It's definitely because of people getting sued, but the cases that they're filing is like, just like Curren explained, it's like, you know, if somebody drops a mixtape, they don't necessarily pay for the samples that they clear on the mixtape. And then if you go on tour and you're performing these songs and you're getting big off of these songs and you're making money off of these songs, so the people who created the originals, they want their money back. You know what I mean? That's the whole issue, and that's what we're trying to avoid. You know what I mean? And the tape that we're giving to you guys has a lot of sample material, so we want to make sure that nobody gets offended and nobody comes at us, you know what I mean, the wrong way, like we didn't respect them. So that's what it's all about, is just being respectful.
So when can we expect it? In weeks, a month, end of the year?
Before the end of the year, for sure. Like, that's too long. Hopefully before the month is over.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at.
You're signed to Warner. Taylor Gang itself is an independent company. Can we see you maybe moving that over to a major, or are you happy and content with being an indie label?
It'll take a second before I move it over to a major. It'll either take a second or it'll take a lot of money. But honestly, like, the stress that comes with major labels and stuff like that, the money probably isn't worth it right now. Like, we'll just get, like, I'd rather wait 5 years and get that money than somebody giving it to me right now. And, you know, depending on whatever my artists want to do, if, you know, one of my artists say, yo, I want to get a major deal, this is what I want to do, I want to have the machine behind me, then, you know, we'll make that happen and we'll push towards. But literally, we're cool fucking dropping independent albums and doing tours and shit. Make sure we clear everything. Yo, what up? It's your boy Wiz Khalifa. Right now, you're watching CivilTV with Curren Civil. You bitch. Since I was young enough to know that everybody was gonna know me.